Salutations, episode 77, and today we are back for another challenge build video. Now, today we are covering the Hawkeye, and we will be going over to fight Wilhelm at the end of the video because this weapon performed really well, and I had a lot of fun with it. And in the gameplay loop for it made me feel extremely comfortable with fighting Wilhelm. So we'll have a little bonus thing for these because I don't typically run Wilhelm in these challenge build videos. But I wanted to talk about crit damage. So the Hawkeye was the weapon that I was going to use to rant about crit damage for a bit. Because crit damage is one of the few topics in Borderlands 2 that gets the Borderlands 3 side of my brain going. So I get to rant about that while playing Borderlands 2 instead of 3. So why do I reference Borderlands 3? Well, it has a lot more variety when it comes to damage bonuses. You have your V1, your V2, your gun damage, and then your splash damage, your bonus elements, your elemental increases those bonus elements, and whatnot. You have tons of different things that can apply to all of your weapons. While in Borderlands 2, there's not as many instances of being able to apply that kind of thing to a weapon. Now, crit is one of those few exceptions where we have a ton of ways of applying those ideas to most weapons in the game. We have type 1 crit, type 2 crit, type 3 crit, and type 4, or type A, type B, type C, and type D. And type 1 is your generic crit bonus. It's going to be the thing that you get on your class mods, on your skills. For the most part, that's where all those crit damage buffs are on your skills. Then you have type 2, which is mostly unique to Jacob's weapons. You have Jacob's ARs, and you have Jacob's unique weapons like the Rex that have 50% type 2. It's its own unique damage bonus that tends to be on Jacob's weapons. And one of the weapons that's not a Jacob's weapon that really benefits from it is the Grog Nozzle, which has like a 200-something% increase to type 2. Or the way that some people calc it, it's pre-add versus not multiplicative, scaled crit. Scaled crit versus pre-add. That's the other way that people tend to do that math. I like to reference it type A, type B, or type 1, type 2 in the same way that it's referenced on Demonite's Guide. That's just my preferred way of talking about it. It ends up the same way math-wise. It's just written differently, so do with that what you will. But there's also type C and type D, or type 3 and type 4, which are, well, type 3 or type C is a lot of your negative bonuses. So your crit, the things that reduce your crit damage, like the general AR debuff, or like the 20% debuff to crit damage on ARs, the crit damage debuff from that one Krieg skill, is it like Pain is Power or something like that? That's the name of an assault rifle in Borderlands 3. But whatever that crit reduction skill is on Krieg, those are your type C, and then type D is your gemstone skinned weapons. Those are giving you that 7.5% critical hit damage bonus. I think it's 7.5. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 7.5% crit bonus. I haven't really played with them too much, but 7.5% sounds right. So that's your type 4, your type D. And so you're getting all of these different forms of critical hit damage, and I don't really see that very often with gun damage bonuses in this game. Unlike in Borderlands 3, where again we have all those type 1, like V1, V2 gun damage, and all of them being able to apply to your gun or whatnot. So we have all sorts of different multiplicative damage bonuses, which makes numbers scale in stupid ways. And there are practical applications of learning the crit system in Borderlands 2 in that way. One, the Hawkeye is not very good on Zero in comparison to other characters. And the reason for that is because Zero has a boatload of type 1 crit. He has access to headshot, which has, what is it, like 40% crit at 10 points. He has access to the sniper comm, which gives him another plus 55% critical hit damage. He has kill confirmed, which gives him more crit damage. He has deception, which gives him even more crit damage. So he has a lot of type 1 crit. I forget what the type is on deception. I'm gonna have to double check that. But he gets a lot of type 1 crit. So there isn't really a reason to give him a weapon that is even more type 1 crit. Don't use the Lady Fist on Zero. I mean, like, it's still gonna be good. Don't get me wrong. It's still going to be a good weapon. But it's not going to be anywhere near as good as utilizing it on a character that buffs gun damage more so than critical hit damage. Like Gaige. Gaige buffs gun damage. That's her whole thing with Anarchy. And then buffs shock damage with her blue tree, but that's not really relevant to this weapon. So we're buffing the gun damage with Anarchy. We have the Legendary Anarchist, which is giving us another 60% gun damage. We have the Heart of the Ancients, which is giving us another 42% sniper rifle damage, which is still gun damage in this game. So we're starting off with 0 stacks at about 100-ish % increase to gun damage. Then we stack as we go along with our Anarchy stacks, giving us a scaling gun damage bonus. So we're getting a ton of gun damage. It's not conflicting at all with the crit bonus from the weapon. So it synergizes a lot better than utilizing a crit-based character. And I learned this in a way that you guys would probably be able to use more than utilizing the Hawkeye, is when fighting Hatterax. If you go check out my Hatterax guide, I utilize the Sandhawk and the Lady Fist for swapping to deal bonus damage. So I shoot a salvo of the Sandhawk at Hatterax at the top of his head, and I switch to a Lady Fist to get the bonus crit damage swap, like the crit swapping, to get that bonus crit damage of that 800% type 1. So we're getting a ton of type 1 crit to really help with the Sandhawk projectiles. Well, I found that if you have roughly in the 50% range of type 1 critical hit damage, then the 200-ish % type 2 that the Grog Nozzle gives is about tied with the amounts of bonus damage that having the Lady Fist would have. So instead of 800, it'd be 850. I don't remember the exact number of critical hit damage on the Lady Fist off the top of my head, but let's round down to 800%. So we have 800% critical hit damage from the Lady Fist, and then we add another 50% from the class mods that we're running, which would be the Chaotic Necromancer on Gaige. So we get another 53% from that. That roughly ties with the Grog Nozzle being at 210% type 2. So we have that 50% type 1, 210% type 2, and then the crit multiplier on Hatterax. So it ends up roughly tying in terms of damage, which seems kind of odd, but that's how I've seen the numbers. Then when you go even higher, like when you're playing on Zero and you have all of this type 1, then there's no real reason to utilize the Lady Fist to swap. You use the Grog Nozzle. It's so much better. It does a lot more to switch to Grog Nozzle than it does to Lady Fist. Again, that's utilizing the Sandhawk with the B shield against Hatterax's top of his head. So there's a lot of other numbers that could also influence that change. I also found while I was playing around with OP10 that 73% crit the Grog Nozzle was definitely better than the Lady Fist in that regard. So there is that. Oh, this was so dumb. I devised a little strategy where I was trying to shoot the legs of the loaders, and what I'd do is I'd like go up to just underneath them while Death Trap is going after them. This way I don't have to aim at the eye for some of them, because like some of the junk loaders, the eye crit is kind of annoying to get to. That, and sometimes I just don't feel like hitting ADS. So I try and get them stuck and then land the crits via shooting their legs like that. It's a funny little thing. Not exactly that helpful with the Hawkeye, probably a lot better when you're using an item like the Hydra or the Tidal Wave or the Striker or something like that, utilizing your shotguns. But it was a funny little thing to try. Now, here's the thing I want to talk about. There are tons of people who say that it's not viable to land critical hits while you're stacking Anarchy, and as such, the items like the Hawkeye are completely useless on Gaige. And I would beg to differ. We have 108 Anarchy stacks, we have minus 40% accuracy from our class mod, and I'm still landing critical hits relatively reliably. And I'm not the best at this game. I'm no Garnet Anarchist, so accuracy may matter a little bit more for me than it does other people in that regard. The whole build requires me to land crits, and sometimes I don't, and that's fine. As long as I'm landing enough crits to kill the target before health regen matters, then that's really all that's needed here. I do plan on getting, like, practicing my aim with Anarchy, like getting up to like 250 stacks or something, and then just practicing shooting things, just to get adjusted to the accuracy debuff at some point. Because there are ways of adjusting to it. It's not as simple as, oh, well, I can shoot anywhere in the reticle, so you're just guaranteed to miss your shot. It's not entirely like that. As much as it feels that way, it's not entirely how that ends up being. There are definitely methods to deducing where the bullet's gonna go after you shoot. So it's definitely something to practice. Practice. That's the big thing. But I'll leave y'all with the remainder of the video with some awesome music after my ramblings about critical hit damage. It's Hatterax in damage types. I'll see y'all in the next video covering Anarchy stacks and Anarchy stack thresholds and misconceptions. And see y'all there. StereoLotus77 signing off.
go beyond my limit, not to compromise. And you can tell me if I mean it, looking in my eyes. Cause I've been waiting for my moment to strike. So come close, let me show you what it's like.